NKE.
Good morning, traders, and God bless. I am Ricky Gaspard, your host for this pre-market session. And each morning we're waiting for stocks to pop up either down here or up here or over here. I'll go ahead and sort them by the yellow. We want to see this yellow coming up to the top. So when we see a stock pop up, we come over and check the current bar volume. That is this volume over here on the current candle. Once we see this volume really flowing, we want a lot of liquidity in these stocks. We want a battle going on between the buyers and the sellers. So we want to see these numbers really moving. Then we want to come over and check this money flow indicator. We want to see it just like it is now, pointing straight up in the air north. And once we see that happening, we want to make our decision to get in or get out or whatever the situation may be. Also, if you are a new trader, I highly suggest you don't come here and just click the mouse button. You may lose all of your money. Do it the old-fashioned way. Write it down on paper, your entry, your exit, and your results. If you continue to be profitable on paper, then change over to real money, but use small share size. And if you continue to be profitable with real money, the only thing you need to do to increase your profit is increase your share size. Also, I'm not a financial advisor. I build indicators. These indicators teach you how to trade in the market. Well, they give you a better impression anyway, and maybe a better chance of something spiking up. But make sure you reach out to the proper authorities, a financial advisor or someone like that, because trading is risky. You could lose some or all of your money. I am not a licensed professional, so make sure you follow the guidelines thoroughly. Also, in your active trader, make sure your TIF is on EXT so you don't miss a trade. And it's looking pretty good this morning. Let's wait and see what the bell or the top of the hour has for us, because there won't be no bell. And thank you for joining me this morning, everyone, premium members and YouTubers. We have about 2.5 minutes to go yet. MCVT is being pumped on YouTube. That could be a good one as well, if you're into pumpers. Me, I'm waiting to see if CELC is going to retest the high of 32. There's a couple of dollars sitting right there. It is holding the high. Of course, it has no volume. It doesn't have a choice. Would like to see a lot more volume come into the stock as well. Just about a minute to go. Make sure you pay attention to this discovery scan down here. When one of them pops in, these have been some good movers as well. All right, let's see what happens. It does look like they halted CELC. I guess they all knew we were preloaded and ready to pull the trigger. Well, that's dirty. Why let it run for them but not for us? That's my question. VAPE popping in down here. Not much activity there. Well, are we off to a soft launch? What is going on here? BDRX. Dollar stock bouncing up and down. Be very cautious here. Volume is not the greatest on this stock. Could actually be a pumping dump, so be careful. The money flow indicator is digging a hole. Make sure you pay close attention to this. This will save you a few dollars. We want to see this line going up and green. This is money coming in and money going out. Not seeing anything at the moment. MCVT going down, it's not going up. XXII moving up off the bottom, checking the volume. It's barely flowing. Not enough liquidity here in the market to get in without having issues. We need a battle going on in this current volume, in this current bar. They do have a few people coming in, but nothing to really drive it high.
SMX.
Another low volume stock. CELC will resume trading in 22 minutes.
SMX.
Guess they had to let all their buddies get in first.
SMX.
SMX found some volume. They are pushing up slightly.
SMX.
I have no idea, Troy. They let the market before us play it. When it came up for our market to open, they halted it. Sounds like a scam to me. SMX still pushing higher. It popped up here on the screen. Probably about 20 minutes from now. Keep track of the time for me if you don't mind. SMX continuing to push higher. Watching money flow down here. This is what we want to see. Always take profit or some profit on these spikes when they spike high. That way, if it starts dropping like it's doing now, you'd lock some of it in. This one didn't start out with a whole bunch of volume. It looks like they're not real happy with it anyway. So we had our warning right at the very beginning when it had no volume.
You.
Good job, traders. Just definitely struggling. Money flow still looks good. They're not really selling it off to the bottom, but they are taking profits. You can tell by the tall wick on the top. These are profit takers driving the price back down. Negative on the money flow now. And then back to the buyers coming back in. They're buying the dip most likely. Pushing right back up. Take profits there. Money flow still looking good. Let's go take a look at it. No volume on this one quite yet.
SBSW.
Nice job, Yatu, getting a little bit out of it. SMX not selling off. We've had some profit takers. Now the buyers are coming back in. Yeah, those wicks are nasty, but we seem to be pushing through the previous candle's wick. They're buying up what they're selling. Let's see if we get a little push here.
PSTV.
Still struggling to get up there and push for a new high. Good job, Gary.
PSTV.
Pretty good action here. Not a bunch of jumping up and down, just a few sellers, profit takers, and the buyers come back in to push it back up. Not real jumpy, pretty calm trade. Playing around up there near the high at 260. If it don't start moving soon, though, they will all start taking profits and give up on it. Money flow is now red and horizontal. If it starts dipping downwards, they'll probably start pulling out of it.
VOR.
VOR. We'll watch this one for a second, see if it's going to do anything. Doesn't look like it has any volume. Let's continue to watch SMX. This seems to be the most stable one so far this morning.
SPSW. USO.
Looks like they're tired of holding on for no profit. They are starting to sell SMX.
UUP. PONY.
SMX is one to put on your personal watch list. This one is not selling off. It's holding the price. Might be one to watch or to keep watching. Paul, we've been watching the 5-minute chart for about 3 days in a row.
USO. SMX. SMX.
Always keep an eye on these stocks until they just flat sell out,
SMX.
or else you miss moves like this. I'm going to sell here. Got 12 cents a share, 1,000 shares, $120.
SMX.
Continuing to push a little higher, but the money flow is now flat. Might be some profit takers up here at the high. Still not selling off, holding the price. Minor profit taking. Might be more to come. Good job, Brent, over on YouTube.
SMX.
Let's see if we can get a push here for new highs. There we go, 292. Not climbing as fast as it was. It seems to be slacking off a little. Anyone know the resumption time on CELC? This clock up here counts upwards, but I don't know what it's counting up to. If someone can find that resumption, might be a few dollars there. Still 7 to 8 minutes. Thank you, Greg. SMC still pushing higher. SMX, I mean.
SMX.
This is why you never give up on them until they completely sell out. Thank you, A Treat.
PONY.
So I'm being told 6:30 Central Time. It's going to resume. We don't want to miss that. It may be a big winner.
U.
Brent, you can buy less shares. You still make maybe even make more money because that stock was moving dollar bills, not 10 cents. So if you bought much lower shares, even if you just bought 20 shares, if it moves $1, that's $20. Buy what you can afford. Don't let overpriced stocks keep you out of a trade. Just buy less shares, what you can afford.
SBSW.
Right now, I have no reason to leave SMX.
U.
And that's 4 U's, not 3. She's been having trouble saying 4 U's for some reason. Guess you don't want to sound like she's stuttering.
TRON.
SMX, really stable stock here. Not real bouncy, not choppy. CRVO has resumed. CRVO. Nothing there. Back to SMX. ATHE. Thank you, Milo. Let's see where it goes. Looking at the volume, still pretty low. Might be right here at the beginning of the run. Let's see if it'll go. Going to sell right here. Thank you, Milo. That was a good one. $1,100, 1,000 shares. Still pushing.
TRON.
ATHE is flying here. Milo, hope you bought some of that instead of just watched it. Remember, I said take profits on the spikes upwards. Don't wait for this pullback or you're going to maybe lose a little bit of money. And that's why right there, always sell on the way up.
You.
If you notice, I don't care what I leave on the table. If I'm in profit, I'm snatching it. It can keep running. I don't care. As long as I get my piece of it. Good job, Milo. Good job, Greg T. Greg B. Good job, Treat. Good job, Develop 3. Eddie. Over on YouTube, they're making a little bit of money. Paying some bills. That's what we're doing this morning. Good job, D. Gary got burned. It can happen, Gary.
TRON.
Let's go back and check SMX real quick. Trying to push for a new high.
SMX.
I beat you, lady. I beat you. Looks weaker. It's not, doesn't have the drive it had before, but it is continuing to rise. Yeah, these drives are getting a little weaker up here on the high side. Good job, Joe.
TRON.
TRON's volume is too low to do a scalp. Let's go watch CELC for the resumption. Got about 50 seconds. Don't just click the mouse. This thing could drop like a rock. Let's give it time to see what it's going to do. Of course, that time could be milliseconds. May not give us a choice. Keep an eye on the spread. They may jack it up to $1 on resumption. About 15 seconds to go. Looks like 6:30 wasn't that resumption time. Unless they decided to hold it over more. It's at 7:30 Central, Eastern, tomorrow.
SMX.
SMX moving again. This stock that don't want to give up keeps rising higher. Money flows north.
SMX.
Nice push there up to 315. I'm not going to get in here again, I don't think. I'm not going to chase the highs on this one. It's too cheap of a stock. I don't want to give back any. And then about 5 minutes from now, I'll regret it because it'll probably be at $5 a share. That's how that usually goes.
USO. SMX.
SMX continuing to make new highs. 317 now on that high. We have a few sellers on the price ladder, but I don't think there's enough sellers there to really affect the price because we have just as many buyers coming in. Very stable stock here. I wish they all moved like this. We wouldn't have any issues.
SMX.
A new high of 320. We only need one stock today, I guess, and it would be this one. Continuing to push now, 330 on the high.
SMX.
How much money you want to make this morning? It's all right here.
SMX.
Don't know how much more it's got left to it, though. I'm really shocked it hasn't just sold off and went down to the bottom like the rest of them. Must be a really good company. I don't really read the news. I just play the buyers and sellers. Does it even have a catalyst behind it? Anyone checked? Or nobody cares either? That just goes to show you it's all about where are the buyers and sellers, because that's where the money's going to be.
USO.
Doesn't have to have news. It just has to have traffic. Is that old news, Scooter? Good job, Peter. Peter got 304 out of it. 6 a.m. Eastern news, I'm being told. Thank you, Scooter. And Joe. How stable do you want to stock? This is a one smooth move here. Not going to leave a good fishing hole. We're going to continue to watch this. I know CRVO is moving a little. We can look at it, but I'm going to come back here. This one don't want to die. CRVO. Money flow is north, but the line is getting kind of short. We want to see this line growing. That tells me there's a lot of volume coming in. It's getting smaller as we look at it. Checking the volume, it's starting to flow nicely. Let's see if we can get the push here. Money flow's pointing north. Push, baby, push. 1382 selling here. Only got 12 cents a share, 120. Continuing to push a little higher. 13.95 on that spike. $14 now. 14.24. It's paying them 25-cent pieces out.
USO.
Good job, Brent. That's how you do it, brother. Never pass up free money. Hit that print button. Good job, N13. Good job, Greg T. See you later, Joby. Good job, Georgia Boy. 268. Autumn Rain, 57.
USO.
Let's explore the field here and see what's going on. CRVO. Still pushing for new highs. It did make it up to that 1450 on that last spike. Waiting to see if a flow of volume comes into CRVO. It's not really being attacked. It does have some buyers coming in and some sellers. Volume's kind of just moving around, ticking away. If we get a burst of volume, it should drive it up. Money flows a little bit red of profit takers.
USA.
Let's check USO. Very slow movement. SMX. Looks like they're through buying it. Maybe going to go into consolidation. See you later, GK. Have a blessed day at work. CELC will pop up here. You'll hear a noise and it'll pop up on the resumption. That's what I'm waiting on. I'll just give it that second or two delay for me to type it in. That's probably the safest way anyway. Market's a little bit quiet currently.
TRON.
Tron was moving earlier this morning. Not enough volume for scalping, but it is rising.
TRON. TRON.
MCVT, let's see if we can get above the 34 EMA. This is it right here, this red line, and stay above it. It needs to get in a trend. It's not in a trend. It's bouncing off of a sell-off. Good job, M. CRVO spiking up. Nice volume flow. We may see a pop here. Let's see if they can drive it on up for new highs. Currently at 1520. Money flow looks good. Not real choppy, not real bouncy. They are working the spread on it now. See it flashing red up to 23 cents, 42 cents. Be careful of the spread on this one. That one can bite you. If you haven't noticed, I got a spread label right here that turns red when it exceeds 9 cents a share. Not a whole lot of drive in this one. Little spike up there for a new high at 1574. Develop 3. Everything you see up there is coded by me. They're not typical thinkorswim indicators. Good job, D. CRVO, $330. Good job, Autumn Rain. Good job, YouTube. I'm really impressed. We've had 2 smooth movers this morning. SMX and CRVO. Not real bouncy, not real spiky. Some profit taking going on. Money flow is red, sell signal. This one may be over. STXS. Let's see what's happening here. Checking volume. It's kind of slow. Might be the beginning of a run. Let's see if it'll take off. 284, spike up to 292, and immediately sellers take advantage of that and drive it down. The money flow went negative very fast. Hopefully none of you got stung there. Money flow really negative. Nice save there, D-Man. Only $11 negative. This indicator very critical in scalping. It's going to keep you out of a big loss if you pay attention to it. Usually gives you a notice up here when it first starts turning red. That's when you should take caution. Good job, NI3. Yeah, CELC's on a halt. They kind of faked us out earlier, said it would resume in 22 minutes, and it did not. It should get called out up here when it resumes. All right, YouTubers, that free hour is almost up. I appreciate each and every one of you who joined me on Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays for this free hour of scalping. I hope you enjoyed this morning's session. If you're interested in joining us over as a premium member, there's a label at the top of the chat that says Thinkorswim Stock Alert Scanner. You click that, then upgrade on Discord. And if you don't like Discord, we're going to be launching volumespikes.com any day. 99% of the work is done, just a few testing to go now. We'd love to have you as a premium member. Come make money with us. 3.5 to 4 hours a day is how long I stream. You get many indicators, many scans. You get support from Milo and Aaron and all of the support team, Niner, R2. We've got it all set up nicely. You also get live training by Milo and Aaron, and occasionally we'll have another member pop in and do a live stream. But come and join us if you can, and we will see everyone back on Wednesday. I appreciate you joining me this morning, and God bless.